Hello, xenophobic tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play XCOM Apocalypse with me, BlueAnkylo. So it's time to try to clear out some more alien infestation. We're pretty sure we know where these are from the last UFO attack. The last UFO attack was actually rather pathetic in terms of UFOs, but that doesn't mean we can not clear out the infestations. It's kind of annoying that it's the UFO type 2. So if we go to like the UFOpedia, alien craft, it's the scouts that we keep finding. These guys, the little poo shaped ones. If you shoot them down, you pick them up and there's no one on board, and you just immediately recover the craft. But apparently these also drop off soldiers somehow, even though it's supposedly unmanned. Like, it's confusing to me how we generate infiltration missions from scouts and probes, because neither of them are supposed to have actual aliens on board. It's supposed to be, the way I understand it, the Mark IIIs, or the transporters. These are the ones that are supposed to be dropping infiltration missions. So I don't know, whatever, it just is the way it is. So I'm pretty sure a couple buildings up here have been infiltrated. Probably this cult, although I don't mind if the cult hates us. And probably the tsunami building, which sounds like a lot of fun. Let me just double check where the Mutant Alliance buildings are first. They're not my friend, right? Nutravend loves us. We did rescue a couple of their buildings before, so I guess we're just really good friends. Where are you? Mutant Alliance? Alright, the humans holding hands with the mutants. That makes sense. So their buildings are one close to our base, one down south, one up there. Okay, so yeah, it's almost certainly going to be this one that's infiltrated. And if that's the one that they came in on, it's probably the cult next door. So let's get to business. So I've got a full transport. I could technically put soldiers in both transports right now, but that would just send too many people at once, and I'm not going to be doing that. I feel like one Hawk with 2 passenger transport modules is my optimal setting for a normal sized mission. So it should be 18 people altogether. Oh look, we found some aliens. So this time we'll probably be fighting cultists and aliens together. Excitement. When a faction is hostile to you, they also send guards to stop you. But the cult's always hostile. But anyway, if you send a Hawk with 2 passengers, you get exactly 18 if you have a full transport, which is exactly 3 groups. And that's generally what I like to go with. Once we've got our second base up and running, I'll also try to have 18 soldiers in that base. 18 to 20 total. And then if I really want to go crazy, I can send both transporters to the same base, or same building that is, and actually have all 36 slots full. Just so that technically we could hit the max if we wanted to. But just keep in mind that that's a lot of management on... It's good, it's a very strong force, but it's a lot of micromanagement on the control level, and it does reduce the individual which soldier gets which kind of, amazing... Well, there's less room for heroes when there's a million people shooting rockets everywhere. Okay, also, if I remember correctly, once you start sending larger groups, you get larger maps. So I think, traditionally, we've been seeing 2x2 sort of Cult of Sirius buildings, where it was like 2 big rooms, and then 2 big rooms down here. Today, I bet you it's either 3x2 or 3x3. So there's actually... Because we sent more soldiers than I've ever sent, there's actually more space to explore and probably more enemies to fight. So sending lots of soldiers doesn't really make things easier. It makes it easier in a way, but it's not so straightforward. Anyway, just a neat little mechanic for you guys. So unlike a normal Cult of Sirius raid, I'm going to be more serious than usual. Let's see. So this group is in the middle. They can probably see everything here. I'm going to try to send every group to their doorway, sort of to the south. I expect most of the enemies will be down here if we haven't already seen them. Group 2. Now, there is so much fog of war down here. These guys might find something a little bit closer. Oh, interesting. I had two people selected. Alright, I would like someone with an explosive cannon to open this area up a little bit for us, so that we're less surprised. There we go. Now we can see lots of stuff. That's the way I like it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And, stop. Alright, I'm just gonna leave these people here. Everybody take a kneel, just in case something comes out of the corner. We've got lots of shots. You can probably stand over your friend's shoulders. That's Mr. Scalpel. Now this group in the middle is probably just going to walk up. I would be really surprised if we found anything here. Now, sure, we saw a raid recently where, you know, there was a whole bunch of serious members that were within starting position, but that doesn't happen hardly ever. That's very unusual. Can't see around this corner. Alright, so there's probably nothing here. If there was, they'd have to be on the lower level, and I think I've got enough eyes that we would have seen something if that was the case. So again, we're basically going to just group everyone up over by the door to prep for a breach. And that will be that. All right. Now, one thing that's, I guess, helpful is this early in the game, we don't really have specific anti-alien versus anti-human weaponry. It's all just the same. Later on in the game, we might get specific weapons that are good against aliens, but not against humans, or vice versa. And these missions where there's aliens in the Cult of Sirius, where they're working together, essentially, are one of the times where you might need both types of weapons. Like, if you only brought your anti-alien weapons, you might not do super well when you're fighting the humans. The treacherous, scummy humans, of course. So who is this? Mr. C. Oh, it's not that he's got less time units. I sent him on a longer trip, so he's probably getting tired. Yeah, out of stamina already. I'm sorry, Mr. C. One trip around the room, one lap, and you're done. You gotta work on your cardio, my friend. Alright, let's go have a peek down here. Actually, I'm gonna use the explosive ammo guy. Or gal. I don't know. You don't have to tell me. Alright, take a couple shots down this way. Open it up. Blow some stuff up. Take a peek in this big room. Again, I would be surprised if we found anything in here, but I would be remiss if I didn't check. Oh, right. That's convenient. So, I hadn't even thought of it, but this is one of our flying soldiers. This is the first time you've been able to see that. So, with the ability to fly comes the ability to, well, fly. It's pretty straightforward. I don't know if you need me to explain it any more than that. Oops, wasting tram units here. Alright, I'm gonna just assume there's probably nothing below us for now. It's fine. Let's get everyone in position to open the next door. Or at least get most of the squad ready. There's still like a hallway over here they could be in. That'll be a surprise if that's what happens. And then everyone's basically lined up. Next turn we can start making some progress here. Wasn't there... Where's number 6? Where are you hiding? I can't see you. Are you flying? I lost one. Oh, there you are. That's kind of, maybe not the downside of flying, but it's definitely a bit of a frustration. You can lose track of where they are more easily because they're on a different Z level. All right. There are cultists on the map. You can hear them. Humans and aliens working together. Terrible. Alright. Door number 1. Don't stop on the arrows. we found some. Action music, go. And we found at least 2. Maybe 3 even. Yeah, 1 there, 1, 2, 3. They're usually groups are larger than 2 though. So this is, just for posterity, Rodica. Running up inside first. Getting a couple nice kills right off the bat. Can we get a 3-fer? Hat trick? Oh, got a laser rifle back. Not a kill. Not quite a hat trick. That's a good try though. Alright. Next up. Someone with a machine gun, please. This is Katie. Gonna go in from behind. Couple shots in the back. A little closer. And unleash. Alright. 3 cultists down. Like the disgusting freaks they are. Okay, so this is a 2x3 map. We know there aren't any more rooms this way because we can see the arrows. So the aliens and enemies will all be in these next couple rooms, basically. Or somewhere below us, of course. That'll be fun. So what I'd like to do is, there may be more in this room. And I would prefer they didn't get a chance to surprise me. So let's just open it up. Come on, you can make this shot. Who is this? Yeah, just shoot this way. Come on, just blow up some curtains. 1 more shot. Not enough. Well, you blew up enough that you can see. That's all I really wanted. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this room is clear. Only 3 is honestly a bit suspicious. Anyone else have explosive ammo? Let's... I'm just worried that there's someone that's just sneaking around in one of the areas we just can't quite see. Plus, I don't really feel very bad about blowing the place up. Oh, that was a huge mistake. I didn't think of that. Okay, this is why usually I go into rooms first with someone with the autocannon and clear out all the screens. Because if you do it after you've killed the enemies, all their grenades and stuff will explode. So yeah, go ahead, may have taken some friendly explosive fire, and we just destroyed all of their weapons and ammo, basically. So, you know, mistake may have been made. The only person that took any real damage was, yeah, go ahead from chain reaction. Whoops, sorry about that. I totally forgot. I saw the enemies and I got excited and shot them immediately. I should have cleared out the windows or the curtains first. That would definitely have been smarter. All right. No harm, just, well, a little harm, let's say. No permanent damage, right? Just a flesh wound. All right, let's try to do better on door number 2. All right, lots of things we can blow up. You're up. Soul Reaver. Bring out the explosions. Of course you can't shoot there, but okay. Send you down this way a little bit. Oh, out of time units. Oh, you're one of the ones that's... Well, we found an egg, I think. You're probably one of the characters that's out of stamina. Yeah, that makes this harder. That's what she said. Okay. You have enough time units to get down here? Looks like this one's burning through time units really fast as well. I should have just walked across that first room so that my dudes would have a little bit of time left. This is definitely not as convenient. Well, you hit it. Did you get hit back by the worm? You did! The worm spat back at, or the egg spat back at you. How rude. Alright, well, we're gonna need someone who has enough time units to get into this room to kill this thing. You don't. Oh, you're flying. Wow, your time units. Dang. Is anyone in this group not exhausted from walking around one room? I have made a terrible mistake. This usually doesn't happen. They don't usually drain their stamina that fast. Did I really run around to... Like, I thought they started here and they just ran over here. Dang. Alright, well that's... Just gotta remember that we can't move very far, unfortunately, with this group. And that's fine, it just makes things more difficult. We got 3 hits in, I think. There we go. Good job. Who is that? Mr. C, you got yourself a kill. Alright, let's try to preserve a few time units for ambushes. Not that we're going to have much left. Yeah, this group... I would say the fact that they ran out of their stamina really kind of makes that harder than it should be. Yeah, this is more what I would expect when you get to your first door if you run there. Alright, we got a brain sucker and a multi-worm. Alright, well, the most important thing will be to kill that brain sucker. Hopefully, it's close enough to the wall that we can just nail it with some explosive ammo. Take a kneel. Maybe use a snapshot. That's like 5 shots. Come on. Oh, the exits don't explode. That sucks. We got 1 shot that probably hit him. That was not great. Alright, maybe the captain, Apollo Turtle, can do it. Look at that accuracy with the machine gun. That's way better than the old days. Hey, not bad. Alright, unload. Not bad. Actually, the fact that you hit that, the brain sucker from far away, that was pretty impressive. Alright, next up. I mean, there's probably more aliens in this room, don't forget. I'm out of explosive cannon rounds. So I'm thinking... safest option here is to try to gas it. We've already hit it with a couple bullets. I'd like to hit it like a couple more times, but not enough to kill it, hopefully. And then next turn, end of turn, maybe it'll just wander around in the smoke till it passes out. I'd like to hit it like 2 or 3 more times. That was maybe a hit. That was probably a hit. Alright, that's enough. And remember, a lot of this is coming from my disregard of its ranged attack is not scary enough for me to really worry about it. Plus, if I was worried about its ranged attack, we could do this. And then it can't do the ranged attack unless it gets right up close, in which case it has to go all the way through the gas and waste most of its time units. Okay, well I think that's it for this turn. Yeah, because I have no explosive ammo, I didn't want to kill it and spawn the hyperworms on this turn. Oh, we missed one. Yeah. Oh, you're going the wrong way. Now, if I remember correctly, actually, flying doesn't lower your stamina. So as long as you're in the air, you actually don't waste your stamina. Another perk for the flying suits, honestly. They are really strong. And if possible, I'll give them to basically everyone. Alright. I don't know if it's the same one exactly, but one of them came up close and personal. I would prefer we didn't kill it, though. Either fall asleep or stop killing it. Because if it turns into worms right here, we're in a bad spot. That's pretty much the worst case scenario, is the hyperworm walks right up to you and then just dies on its turn. Okay, so... I've got my explosive ammo ready. If it does die, we're ready for it. So let's start here with Hector. Good luck, Hector. Hey, we put it to sleep. No problem. Next. Just take a shot here. How come you're not blowing up that curtain? Shouldn't be that hard. you get pretty good vision just for shooting it like that. Alright, we found some more cultists. We knew they'd be around here somewhere. So one has like a machine gun, one has a laser sniper. That's nothing to worry about too much. Let's just put you up here because I wasted a bunch of your time units. You can see 4 of them. 1, 2, 3... Oh, and a spitter. Okay. But they're all grouped up. So before we start trying to kill them individually, this is the best time for explosive ammo. Bad shot. Okay shot. Much better. Now, as soon as we kill one, I'll stop. Assuming we kill one. Alright. So they should have killed both of those. Good shooting there, error, by the way. And as long as I don't use any... Or, actually, I guess I only killed the one. But we did lots of damage to all of them. So now it should be quite simple for someone with a machine gun to just finish them off without exploding all the ammunition, like what may have happened a little previously, recently. Of course, there are more, so maybe we'll try to kill these ones first. There's quite a few. This one might even have a rocket launcher, so if I could get there, that would be the priority. Oh, there's a lot down here, wow. I was worried there was one right behind me, but... Come on, finish him. Finish him! Kill! Yeah, alright. Was that a rocket launcher? Nah, it was just a laser sniper. Nothing to worry about. If you see a rocket launcher, those are the ones you want to focus down. Not that I should need to tell you that. It's a good thing this group can still run. It makes this part a lot easier. So if you are paying close attention, you may have noticed that Leroy is actually using 2 time units per shot with the machine gun, unlike the typical one. That's actually because he's got too much time units. His speed is too high. If we lowered his max speed, I think below 80, he would actually get more shots out of this with the machine gun. But I generally don't worry about that kind of stuff. Okay, we're missing number 6 because you're flying in slowly. Who do we want to focus? Well, let's see how far number 6 can get, whoever you are. Can you make it in? Yeah. One thing flyers can do is fly right over walls. Alright, now I don't want to use... Now, technically, we could have jumped down anyway, so it's not like that's special, too special. Get a little bit closer, and we'll just use normal damage. Got that one. I bet you can kill this one, too. Yeah, we did enough explosive damage that we can finish him off pretty quick. Excellent. And I know we haven't dealt with the spitter. That's fine. I'm not too worried. If I can kill all the cultists, I'll be pretty happy. Nice jump. I don't think we're going to be able to kill all of them, though. Unless we get really lucky. But it looks like this guy only has a machine gun, and I'm not terribly worried about that. Just like I'm not terribly worried about Acid Spitter. And this group is probably too far away to support on this turn. So all they need to do up here is clear their room to make sure they're safe. Which is what we'll do. Also, they because they can't run anymore, there's no way they'd make it even close to that. They wouldn't make it even close to the third group. Oops. Well, that was silly. What was I thinking? Looks like there's probably nothing in here, but looks can be deceiving. Yeah, these guys are exhausted. Chances are, though, we've got one cultist and one alien. Probably that's all that's left. And these guys are so far away, they'll never make it up. They'll never make it back in time. In fact, the only thing that these guys are going to do is make sure that nothing is sneaking around from behind. Coming up from the tunnels beneath us or something. Just because this corner is so far away from the action. So if something does come out of these doors, at least they'll sort of know about it. Alright, let's make sure we survive one more round. I think we've got this in the bag. Oh, don't you dare run away. Oh, I thought he was leaving the area. Oh, look, we had some time units left over. I could have thrown a grenade at it or something. I thought everybody here had used them all. Obviously, I was wrong. Hey, you got a hit in! This is probably auto-fire, so 2 hits. Not bad. Whoever that is, good job. We'll check at the end of the turn. Yeah, those are the serious guys with the machine guns trying to kill us. It's pretty hard to kill us in our fancy armor with machine guns, though. Okay, so who was taking all those shots? That was Hector, who had a bunch of time units that I didn't know about. And this guy has panicked. Oh, he may have just been shooting at the wall, actually, because he was freaking out. Let's just put this poor bastard out of his misery. There we go. Just in case there's something hiding over here. I really doubt it. Alright, we're good. So, I mean, oops. Hector has been doing really good with his shooting. Let's see if he can finish the job. One, 2, 3 hits and a kill. Not bad, Hector. Long-range machine gun sniping. Alright, some more points. We did take 1 injury, so I guess we'll go back to base and cycle someone out. Let them have a small rest before we go to the next mission. We may have... As we flew by, we destroyed one of the Cult of Sirius's taxis. That's why I gotta remember to turn those guns off. Alright, so I've already done an autopsy on the multi-worm. Definitely. I think I've done both of them. I don't know, I'm not going to change stuff. I'm pretty sure I had everything that I needed, so if it's saying we caught another one like we did, I don't think we need it. Anyway, capturing those kind of enemies is not a big trouble, like, it's pretty easy. Alright, let's switcheroo here. So, yeah, go ahead, is taking a break, and Rodica must have taken a tiny bit of damage. So we'll put the next 2 on the thing. Oh, the next 3. Alright, maybe one of the ones that I selected had taken just a sliver of health damage. Because it only fits 18. Alright, well, we've got one more mission to do. Is that one? I have to decide if we're doing it this episode or not. Well, let's start it and see what it looks like. Also, I forgot to mention this, but, you know, if you're watching through the middle of the video, good job for you. At the second base, I started renaming soldiers, so we'll go over them as we get gear and stuff. But if you have submitted a name and you haven't seen it yet, you could be at this base. I still have a few names to go, but as of current time when I'm recording this, I could still use some more names. So if you're still watching along quietly in the background and you haven't submitted a name yet, feel free. I feel like the second base will probably get around 20 soldiers as well. And I've probably only got names for about half of them or so. And not even counting people who might die, there's always room for a couple more. Now, because I don't know 100% for sure, I'm going to put a save down before we inspect for aliens. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I had a pretty good feel about it. Alright, well, we got ourselves another mission to do. That last one went pretty well, other than... We definitely wasted some money by exploding a bunch of serious soldiers and all their gear. We may have gotten some cyclones and stuff off the corpses, though. You never know. I should check that when we get back to base. If we get back to base. Oh, there we go. I did bring... Who's that? I brought Blanket along with an injury. Alright, so we're all, like, in the same room here. Also, I need to remember, don't blow everything up this time. This might be a factory that I'm not 100% familiar with. So I'm going to be a little bit more careful looking around. Lots of underground. Alright, so we gotta be careful about aliens down in the basement. There's possibly another floor above us. There's at least walkways that go up that high, but it's mostly a two-dimensional map. Alright, I think I'm gonna send a couple people. We're not gonna go through that door yet, but I'm gonna send a fairly large squad to this door. And then I'll keep a couple in the middle for this door. Probably more than that, actually. Just at this point, we've got a lot of... Hey, who opened this door? Sheesh, we're supposed to be sneaking around. Don't just go opening all the doors. Yeah, we've got a lot of soldiers all kind of cramped up in the same place, so... Splitting them up a little bit to look around is probably a good plan. Oh, well, we know what's through this door. Okay, that's not a secret. I should probably send a couple people down here. Just in case. Let's send 4 this way. And then they can kind of keep an eye on each other while they're down there. And this is probably just a room. We'll open it. There'll probably be nothing in there, and then we'll be free to group up the rest of the way. So most of the forward push is probably this direction, actually. So we'll just send our last couple soldiers this direction. I know we're really grouped up, so if there's poppers, we're going to have a really bad day. That's part of the excitement. And yes, this pot looks a lot like a brain sucker. Alright. Well, that'll be an arthropod, yeah. I mean, I saved some time units, but I doubt we'll kill it. There's a multi-worm. Well, the basement was definitely the place to go. It is often where they like to hang out. Sneaking around in the shadows. I don't know if they are... Honestly, I don't know if they're actually programmed to do that or not, but it seems like they are underground more often than not for me. Not every time, but more often than, well, than not. Alright, how many arthropods? Really, just 1? That's a bit weak. Well, goodbye, arthropod. And no... Oh, it wasn't a normal disruptor ray. Well, this is what happens on Superhuman. Now, if we were playing on the lower level difficulties, we would not be seeing stuff like this for a few weeks. But in Superhuman, you see it in the second week. Which is good if you've got the research, and bad if you don't have research. This is why I've been rushing so much to make sure we've got lots of labs, so that we can disassemble stuff like that and, well, pick it up and use it, basically, because you want to use that one, believe me. Alright, not great at the long-distance shooting there, Cephalion. I've seen better. Let's get our explosives in there. I've only got 4 people down here, so I gotta be a little careful. Now, I say that. Actually, it's not gonna be too hard to get reinforcements in. Because of this elevator. Now, they might not have a ton of time units, but that is a way to get some backup. Alright, so I think we're gonna go with the tried and true sleepy good night strategy here. I think it's my favorite mechanism for dealing with multi-worms. Get as close as you can safely without going into the gas, and then just fill it with bullets. Oh, it tries to run away. That was interesting. Well, unfortunately for it, I've got lots of stun grenades. And I don't care about spamming them. Nighty-night. It's got a lot of smoke to deal with. Oh, it's managed to line of sight us a bit. Oh, that's fine. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I know how this is going to end. That was not the way I expected you to go. That's fine. If we hit the spitter, we hit the spitter, but we didn't. It's probably as much damage as I want to do to it. I want it to take some more stun damage as it tries to get closer. And I'm going to switch out the high explosives so that the reaction fire is safer for my allies. Alright. Well, let's double check that there's nothing that's going to sneak up behind us here easily. There's nothing in the bathrooms, thankfully. Nothing in this conference room. So, I'm not going to send them down yet, but just in case they're needed, I'll have 2 soldiers ready to go. And then the rest of them are going to kind of keep an eye on this room. From this group, anyway. So we got essentially 4 people, or, well, 3 people guarding this room. Most people are heading down here because this is where we've seen contact. And then the other groups just need to clear their rooms. Not bad. Okay, another elevator. Check this door out. Another elevator. Okay, so we're not going to go down that yet. I'm going to set up at least groups of 2. Let's say groups of 3, because I've got a few spares here. And we'll just keep a guard on every hallway we haven't cleared yet, basically. Alright. Not forgetting anybody important. Pretty good. Pretty good. We basically split into 2 groups, mostly. That's not bad. That's a lot of support fire. Unless something weird happens, I think we're okay. Oh, I put them too close to the gas. Whoops. I thought they were out of range, but... Come on, pass out. I did a pretty good job of not falling asleep. Or there was 2 and I didn't notice. Don't worry, Pixel. I'm actually kind of surprised that everyone the 2 of you guys fell asleep so easily. So who were they? Who are our sleepy... We got... Zach Nafine took a little nap, and so did PC Snob. They were both just tired of these aliens, so they took a little sleep. Alright. I've still got explosive ammo nearby. That one is unconscious. Alright, where'd the other one go? It's over there. I know there's a spitter, and I know there's another multi-worm. Maybe we just let him come to us. Apparently moving into the smoke is a terrible plan, so... Let's learn from my mistake. Get ready for some shots if we need them. Honestly, I'll bring down my reserves, because we did lose 2. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any way to resuscitate unconscious squad members. So once you're out, I think you're out for the whole mission. Mind you, I don't think the enemies will kill you while you're down, so... Unless a grenade goes off in your location, you're probably safe. So this is like a transition level. The spitter could have moved into that room, so next turn we'll go have a look for the spitter if we can find him. And we'll send these guys... Is that a door? It must be. Okay, nothing to see here. I wasn't sure though, it looked a lot like the wall, so it might be like a secret door. Nothing up. Let's go down. Alright. Relatively tame. Looks like there's probably nothing on this side, so I'm not going to send anyone else that way. Although there is a door right there. Again, I just missed it. So we'll send someone to go check the door out. Alright, safe. And save. There may not be very many aliens in here. It's possible they dropped in the Sirius building and spread to here, so that we didn't really get very many that actually survived the trip here, or they haven't had a chance to reproduce in this building yet. Maybe. So this should just be another connection to this room. You know, I'll send one more person down, but no big deal. Just to make sure we've got some amount of coverage. I expect it's more likely we'll find enemies through this next door into the big room. If there are any left. If there's more than the multi-worm and the spitter. Well, we didn't see anything. Except for civilians running around. Yay. Alright, alright. I know there's lots of civilians. The spitter could be up there too, so my second low ground squad should check for that. A brave civilian running right into multi-worm territory. Alright, so... did turn our back here, but check. So the spitter has, like, ran for it. Unless he's right behind us. No. Just a little scary. Well, there, we found him. He's ran a long way away. We're not going to be able to kill him this turn. Now, where did the multi-worm go? I know there was a multi-worm here. Unless it fell asleep or something. Where the heck did it go? Just go into the smoke. See if we can find it. Well, Katie, nice try. I'm running out of soldiers, though. Where... am I crazy? I thought I saw two of them for sure, right? I don't see its corpse in there. Or its unconscious body. Weird. It just disappeared. It can't go through that wall. Very peculiar. Alright, well, I lost it. That's my bad. Maybe these guys could find something if I take a peek through the upper side of this room. Lots of civilians. I'm not happy about that. Nobody wants civilians. Well, that's a little bit frustrating. I lost my multi-worm. I really doubt it could have made it too much further. So one of the things I'm going to do here to try to reduce the end turn stuff is I'm actually going to have my guys face the wall so they spend less time watching the civilians walk around. Oh, we found something. Okay, a spitter over here, no problem. Perfect, in fact. Meat lead. Alright, so blanket. Put a blanket on that alien. Good. I'm glad we checked this way. We'll send a small group along this area. Cause gotta check this door. Oh, there's a door right here I missed. Oh, whoops. I should have looked through here first. There could be aliens right behind us. Not today. I mean, the music started. Alright. 2 are going this way. 2 will keep an eye on the room. This group will keep an eye on this room or not. And hopefully we find our lost multi-worm before it kills somebody. Where was it? Is it like hiding on the roof like an alien? I mean, it is an alien, but, you know, the alien. Oh well, we should be okay. I don't think that would have killed him or dealt too much damage. It'll be the worm spawning that's the real threat, of course. And the fact that half his squad is unconscious. So, well, you took a little bit of damage, Greg, but you'll be fine. Okay, so... 25, 24 time units, that might be enough to kill it. And then use... Is there something in the way here? Apparently. I can't see. Nope. No luck. There's probably a civilian standing in the way or something. Or maybe it's just part of the building. Just it's like a one wide opening for that. Alright, well, what you should do is duck. What the heck is going on? Stop! Stop! No! So I told Greg to duck, to kneel. He's actually not kneeling. He's refusing to obey orders. And then while he was wandering around in circles, Pixel decided to do some wandering as well. And we wasted like half of our bullets here. So now it's not dead. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that makes me angry. One more shot. Alright. Fun time. Look, you're a robot. You don't need to breathe, probably. Maybe it'll work. Apparently my stun grenades have not worked super duper effectively today. And some of the AI movement stuff has been a little bit lackluster. Maybe what we could do is jump down. Now this is behind a wall, but maybe I could still make it to the spitter? No, he's behind that corner. We could get there, but we don't... Well, 18 time units, as long as it's not too far away. Oh, look at that. Excellent. I forgot to switch my ammo. It's fine, it's fine. Almost messed that up by not using the right attack, but we're good. Okay, acid, or spitter dead, and multi-worm hopefully about to fall asleep. And not split into a horde of terrible hyperworms. Definitely more area back here than I expected as well. I think I should probably be banking on the multi-worm being the last alien, though. I think. But we'll have a quick look around just in case. Yeah, I think we've seen most of the map now. Unless it's hiding like way... Unless there's like an alien hiding way in this corner. And remember, we did start right here. So like, proximity-wise, I think that's unlikely. 9 times out of 10. Betcha this is the last one, and if I'm lucky, it'll fall asleep wandering around. Well, Greg fell asleep. I think we just stun-gassed a robot. That's a fun one. Have I mentioned that robots are immune to brain suckers? That's pretty cool. They also can't be mind-controlled or anything. Psionically. Stun gas. Bane of my life. Now, it did work on the worm, so that was great. I don't know how it put our robot to sleep, but it did, so what's done is done. Let's see if we can get Pixel out of there. He's maybe better at holding his breath. Yeah, Pixel. Holding your breath like a champ. Alright. So we're still missing something. Nothing like right behind us, is there? You never know. Alright, now we did find a spitter here. We should probably be looking down into this area as well. Okay. Nothing obvious, and that door almost certainly will just lead to a exit sort of room, I think. Probably. Oh, there's a tiny... You can go in there. Well, at least it was empty. I've not been that great at spotting the little blending in doors. Not for this. I guess this is just one of those maps I haven't seen very often, so I'm not super familiar with the layout. We're gonna need to send someone up that way. I'm not gonna worry about back there. I bet you whatever aliens are left are connected to this spitter we found over here. Like, he might have some friends that we just haven't found yet. Go have a look down around this corner. Boo! No. Boo? No. If I was taking bets, I betcha down here through this door and in one of the little side rooms, I betcha that's where we'll find it. If I was taking a bets. Maybe above as well, possibly. But we'll clear the ground floor first. Just to keep it dramatic, right? Gotta keep the tension up a little bit. Alright. 6 turns in. I wonder if there's like a rule that they can't flee the map until like 10 turns or something. That would be nice. Oh, look. Civilians running around. Yay. Silly civilians. Alright, let's find this alien and get out of here. It's been a pretty long episode. Okay. Oh. There's like a plant pot blocking the door. Okay, so far this area's been pretty boring. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting anything hidden right there, but I'm being thorough. And another bathroom. Alright, I'm not going to check every stall. Surely the aliens would have opened the door by now. Alright, so I'm thinking... Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I'm thinking we need to go over this way. And I'm also thinking we need to check right here. This is probably where we'll find them. No. Maybe... Well, I did say down here and in one of these rooms. So that's where we're gonna put all our chips on the table. Yeah. Alright, you're dead. There's no way. Unless you've got a bunch of friends, you're toast. How come these civilians, who are just down the hall from us, basically, how come they haven't been yelling for help? Hey, XCOM, there's an alien in here. He's trying to eat my face. Instead, they've just been quietly standing there looking at him. That it? That is it. Excellent. Alright, congratulations, Blanket. You had a good mission. We got a few points. We are victorious. And in theory, that cleans up our alien infestation for the time being. And nobody died today. That's good. We've had a good streak of not dying. I like it. Knock on wood, right? Alright, I'm just going to leave this again. Eventually, I'll stop picking up all the... Like, I think we've caught all of the basic enemies. Like, we've got an alive version of everything that up to this point. What we'll need to try to do is to capture a popper, and that is a difficult job. And we don't need to do that soon, but we'll have to do that eventually. And then as we find new enemies, like this is just sort of the first wave. As we run into new things, we'll have to make sure we capture them as well. All right, well, I think that's it for today. Double mission day, that's always fun. And actually, you know what I want to do? One thing before I forget, the last thing for today. I wanted to make sure I didn't have anything to sell from the Cult of Sirius alien attack. Because we could have, potentially down here, some junk. We did not get cyclones. I think you only get them from raids, but I could be wrong. Oh yeah, I was going to get, yeah. Not all of them, but a few of them. I wanted to get a couple incendiary grenades to actually try them out. Yeah, we're going to want to research that as soon as possible. That could have been a really lucky find. We only got one, but that could be really good. Let's see. I'm tempted to make one soldier a heavy rocket launcher dude, just to be different. Probably get us all killed. Yeah, I think a couple serious troops probably had lasers, and maybe a couple of them had autocannons. Maybe some of them had rifle or machine guns. It's hard to say. We probably got a little bit from that map, but not much. Alright, good enough. Sold a couple things. A little bit of money, nothing special. Okay, well that's it for today's episode, I think. Got more workshops on the way. We got our advanced biochem on the way. We're researching our advanced quantum in good time. We're researching our first alien genetics. We're building stuff to sell. Yeah, I feel like we're on the right course. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I'm going to close down for the night and, oops, don't overwrite. Take a little break, upload some episodes, and see what happens. Thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and see you next time.